just kind of nice to be able to share some of this stuff with you guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to, we'll have some time at the end to hit them. So you can see the screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to turn it over to Jen and we'll go from there.
Hi, everybody. Can you see me okay or hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm Jen. I'm the social worker at the Bismarck Cancer Center. I meet with all our patients that do treatment. My role is more to focus on the mental health piece, so treating the physical health, also mental health, spiritual health. I've been talking about mindfulness probably for, I guess, since I've been here the last 4 years. So by no means am I an expert in mindfulness, but these are just some ideas and tips maybe that might be helpful to you all or to people that you serve, family members, anybody you think that I guess could benefit from this. I think it's almost like mindfulness used to be so new, but now I feel like, more and more people know about it. It's kind of like exercise or taking your vitamins. It's just something that we should maybe be doing more of, put it into your everyday life. So I was asked to talk about mindfulness, and this first slide really kind of encompasses really what mindfulness is. Be happy in the moment. That's all enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. And that's Mother Teresa. Whoops.
And I should be.
So mindfulness, what is it? Why? When? And then we'll practice a few just different practices. We'll just look at that way. Yes. So what is mindfulness? It's a state of being mindful of your inner and outer experiences, is among the most rewarding practices when done in the long term. Refers to the practice of being aware of what is actually happening in the present moment without judging or evaluating your experience. Maintaining a moment-by-moment focus. It's a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. Oftentimes, we spend so much of our lives reliving the past, planning for the future, or judging and analyzing our experience and miss really the time that we're actually living. So waking up to the sights, sounds, smells, and tastes of the present moment. So a growing body of research evidence points to numerous benefits of mindfulness practice. Mindfulness enhances emotional and physical resilience, improves cognitive functioning, and connects us more positively to other people. Mindfulness may impact individuals and communities by improving our health, so reducing the perception of physical pain, improving our immune system, encouraging better eating habits, improving our sleep and help with insomnia. Also improving performance, improving attention and working memory, increases our motivation and learning, enhancing problem solving and decision-making skills, enhancing relationships, promoting self-regulation so we're not as reactive, increasing empathy, lowering levels of emotional stress during conflict, enhancing communication, increasing emotional well-being, improves symptoms of anxiety and depression, lowering stress hormones, facilitating a more relaxed environment and accepted state of being, increases our tolerance of difficult situations, increasing connection with others and reducing feelings of loneliness and isolation. Also helps, mindfulness may improve organizations and communities by increasing employee well-being and productivity at work, enhancing leadership abilities and strategies such as problem solving, facilitating teamwork. So, I mean, as an individual, it helps us, but also as an organization and a community if we practice more mindfulness. So skip that one. So when do we do this? I mean, we can do it when you wake up, in the shower, eating your lunch, during work, walking, waiting for a doctor's appointment, really, I guess, anytime, anywhere. So when do we do it? Anytime, anywhere. How do we do it? There's formal practice and informal practice. Formal practice is more that deep breathing. We set aside time every day for mindfulness. the easiest way probably to formally practice it would be on YouTube. I mean, you could search mindfulness and stress, mindfulness and no sleep, mindfulness and how to get motivated. I mean, really, if you look on YouTube, you can pretty much find a ton of different kinds of mindfulness, a formal practice. You can set it for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, you feel like you need, but maybe just even starting, I think I had to start with maybe 30 seconds and maybe I'm up to a minute or two. But they have, lots and lots of different options for formal meditation and lots of options for time. And I mean, listening to somebody's voice and the music in the background. And so really finding what works best for you. Also, informal practice, just remember to apply your awareness and practice at any time. So when you're walking down the street or on your way to an appointment, just really be present and focusing on, what do you see, looking at the colors and listening for the birds and the water and whatever, in traffic or whatever it is. So just really being present and not thinking too far ahead or too far behind. So let's start to practice. I mean, this is more like the fun part. So I guess the best way probably to practice or to start would be with that diaphragmatic breathing. So just obviously you're probably sitting down in your seat, but it's a good first step of practice of yoga and meditation. Most of the time we're unaware of the quality of our breath and how it interacts with our thoughts and emotions. So this is a way to deepen and lengthen the breath, resulting in relaxation and tension reduction. So have a seat in your chair and just get comfortable, shoulders away from the ears. Put your hand on your tummy and breathe deep enough to move your hand. And just do that again. So as you're doing that, each time counting to 3 on the inhale, holding for 3, and then exhaling. So if you want to just try 1 or 2 times, just hand on your tummy. Everything is just relaxed. And then you're breathing in, 2, 3, and then just hold, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3. So super simple. I mean, obviously you can do this anywhere at any time. It's a good way to just get started and practice breathing, really. The next one was, I think this is really simple and something you can do just anywhere at any time, the 1-minute mindfulness meditation. So obviously we have time to breathe. How about 10 breaths? And that's all it really takes in this meditation. Anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, tired, or stressed, you can do this. Just close the door, make this about you, just commit to 1 minute. So close your eyes, soften your body, shoulders, belly, hips, and feet. Take a breath and count 1 in and 1 out, and just repeat 9 more times. So anywhere, anytime, and just think about just floating with that number and breathing. So just breathing in and breathing out, just 10 times. So super simple. And pretty obvious, but just really making a point to do that when you start to feel like, I don't know, your blood pressure or you're getting annoyed with somebody or hard day at work or whatever. Just take 1 minute, 10 breaths. We'll do just a couple of these. And these are real, I think for visual people, I think they work really well. So the first one is countdown breathing. So we'll be using 1 count for each in breath and 2 counts with each out breath. And I'll count those for you. But when you think of countdown breathing, really try stepping down with each breath. So becoming more calm. Sometimes I think about this like as a staircase, like I start at the top, and then with each breath, you kind of just slowly feel your body and everything just relaxing. So this is really a simple, easy one too. So I'll count 1, and then we'll breathe out with 2. So breathe in, and then out, 2. A big breath in, and then out, 2. And every time you take a breath, just think about stepping down or taking 1 more step down, or if it's on the up or whatever you're thinking about or can visualize with that countdown breathing. The other one I really like, especially like in the middle of winter, is riding the wave breathing. So I want you to visualize a wave coming up, and I'm going to count to 4, and then we're going to fill our lungs up. So inhale, and then picture that wave going out, and I'm going to count, 4 out. So make each breath flow smooth and even with no jerkiness. So just really picture, sitting at the Missouri River, you're at the ocean and your feet are in the water. I want you to visualize that wave coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to hold 2, 3, 4. We picture that wave going out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you'll find, I mean, maybe you can't get to 4, maybe you count to 3, whatever you feel comfortable with. But as you practice more, I think you'll be able to just hold it longer and then picture that wave going out and just count. You don't have to count, but just whatever feels comfortable with that, practicing that wave. And then here's a square breathing. Visualize a square. So on each side, you know, we're going to inhale for 4, pause for 4, breathe out for 4, pause for 4. So really thinking about as you're doing that square breathing, compare the breath or the lungs full, and then you're going to pause, feel the stillness in the lungs, and then also just feel what that empty feeling feels like in the lungs. And then we just pause again. So let's practice that square breathing. So we'll start at the top. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. This is a good one to practice feeling what your lungs feel like empty and what they feel like full. And some people feel more comfortable, you know, or at peace when their lungs are empty, and some it's better when you feel full. And this is a good one too, the triangle breathing. Again, just, you know, visualize that triangle. One gives you more energy. So this first one, let's see. The first one is a relaxing triangle. So if you're feeling like you need to relax, try this triangle. And the other one, if you feel like you need energy, it's an invigorating triangle breathing. So that first one, so picture that triangle. So inhale 4 and immediately exhale for 4. And then hold another 2 or 4 if you feel comfortable. But this one, you'll feel like the lungs full and the lungs empty, and whichever feels more comfortable for you. So that relaxing one, we'll breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. So just really think about that relaxing triangle breathing, and then we'll try the opposite of the invigorating, where we get some energy from the triangle. So we inhale, and then we hold, and then we exhale for 4. So it's the opposite of the relaxing. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. So you kind of get the point. And obviously, I mean, you'll notice which one feels more comfortable. I think it's the one where the lungs are empty. I feel like I can't breathe, or I'm drowning or something. So, but other people are more comfortable with that. So I think you just have to do what works best for you. And this next one, this is probably one of my favorites. It's a body scan. And this one's more, I guess, would be formal practice for meditation. So just have a piece of pizza. And we'll try this one and see what you think. This is one of my favorites. Again, this is on YouTube.
So you didn't share audio, so we can't actually hear it.
Oh, okay. This one, this is gonna add to. Okay, I'll try to share audio here too. I don't know. It is tough when I'm with a bunch of IT people and I don't know. Where do you share audio? Is it?
You're gonna unshare, and then when you go to reshare your screen, there should be a button, a toggle button that says share with audio, and you'll toggle that on and then choose the screen that you want to share from.
Okay, I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, so if I unshared, and then if I share screen, or oh dang it. Okay. Include computer sound. Oh, thank you guys. Okay. All right, so then I can get it started. Thanks so much for your help with that.
Come into a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. Sit tall. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale fully with a sigh. Let your hands rest in your lap or on your thighs. And as you begin to breathe in and out through your nose, feel your stomach expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. As you breathe, let your thoughts fizzle away and bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. Relax that space. Bring your attention to your jaw. So the mouth is closed, but the teeth are apart. Relax your jaw. We'll begin the body scan from the top of the head. So as I say the parts of the body, just visualize relaxation. And if you feel any tension there, see if you can send your breath there like a laser, releasing any tension or any stress you're holding in that particular area. Bring your attention to the top of your head, the forehead, the cheeks, the mouth, the back of the head, the tops of the shoulders, the front of the chest, the upper back, the middle back, the lower back, the stomach, and the ribs. Bring your awareness to your shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the forearms, your hands. Bring your attention to your hips. Feel yourself firmly rooted into the mat. Bring your attention to your thighs, the right thigh, the left thigh, the right knee, the left knee, the right shin, the right calf muscle, the left shin, the left calf muscle, the right ankle, the left ankle, the right foot, the bottom of the foot, the top of the foot, the right toes, the left foot, the bottom of the foot, the top of the foot, the left toes. Scan your body from your head to your toes, feeling yourself in total relaxation. Bring your hands to prayer position and take a moment to acknowledge a sense of calm that you feel. And note that it has the power to carry you throughout the rest of your day. When you're ready, seal in your practice with Namaste.
So that would be more of an example of formal guided meditation. The YouTube videos I was talking about are a good way to get started. And probably one of my favorites is that body scan. I mean, you could do anywhere from a minute to probably 20 minutes. I don't know, there's endless amounts of videos that you can watch. The other thing, just kind of pay attention to which voices work best for you, the music in the background. Not all of them are going to work. I mean, there's someone like, oh, the voice is not helping any. So look through those videos and see what works best for you, but there's lots of options on there. If you want your brain to work differently, you have to exercise it. The way to get better at something is to do it often or practice it. And this is true for mindfulness as well. Again, try a 3, a 5, or a 10-minute meditation to get started, or let's see what works best for you. You can do it anywhere. Go ahead and reconsider your daily schedule and figure out where you can take some time to use these techniques to increase your mindfulness and make it a habit of doing them daily. Just like taking your vitamins and just like work and just like taking your kids to school or whatever it is, just make a point to, I guess, take care of our mind. And anxiety and depression and all those things that we mentioned at the beginning. It's worth noting also, and this was important for me, and I need to remember this too, but your experience with mindfulness meditation will vary from one session to another. So don't be worried or frustrated when some days it's really easy in concentrating, and others you might find your mind wandering, and that's normal, but it'll get better the more you practice. Or maybe you try it in the morning, it's like, oh gosh, this is causing more stress. You try it at lunch or try it at supper. Find that time that works best for you. And so really in summary, mindfulness, the benefits there's so many, but just to name a few is, calms the body, mind, and spirit, trains us to let go of past regrets and future worries and live really just more fully in the present. Helps us to find peace and clarity in a hectic, busy world, decreases anxiety and stress and anger and confusion, helps us to cope better. You'll feel your heart rate to slow. It decreases your blood pressure, strengthens our immune system, decreases levels of stress hormones. Remember, super simple, breathe, be still in the moment. Formal or informal practice, it doesn't matter. Some days you might try one and try the other. You have the tools to combat your fear and fatigue and frustration. And I gave you a few examples of things to try. Mindfulness can take 1 minute, anytime, anywhere. And just have self-compassion. Give yourself some grace. Don't beat yourself up. In this moment, learn to breathe and let thoughts float away as they come. Thoughts are just thoughts, not facts. Centering on your breath, letting go of fear, stress, yesterday's and tomorrow's, loving yourself and loving others. Think about maybe some of those worries or putting them on a leaf and letting it float down the river and just watching it go down or by. And just letting go, focusing on today, letting go of tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Just focus on the here and the now. You guys have any questions? I also attached on there some mindfulness apps and videos. I mean, these are just a few. You can get some apps for your phone that are free. I think a lot of people have probably heard of like Calm, or I think Aura is another one that a lot of people have heard about. Also, I named a few of the YouTube ones I think that people have really liked or have found results from. And if you ever have any questions, or if you don't have them now, you can sure email me and let me know what your questions are. Anybody have any questions?
I don't have any questions personally. I just wanted to thank both of you for hosting this. This is really
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed that meditation today, I think too.
It's
Yeah.
good to breathe and take care of ourselves that way too.
Yeah, and we were just thankful for you guys having us and participating in Project Hope and stuff this week. And yeah, it's just been kind of great to be able to spend Tuesday and Thursday with you guys, and I learned from stuff from you and from our nutrition topics too. So, and I will share these recordings and then so that you can share them too.